The Chicago Jazz Festival is officially underway, ending on September 3rd. The festival has been part of the city's summer music lineup for more than 4 decades. It began with the death of Duke Ellington in 1974. Dozens of Chicago musicians held a festival to honor him at the Old Band Shell in Grant Park. It drew crowds of up to 30,000 people. 4 years later, in 1978, musicians with Chicago's Council of Fine Arts held the first John Coltrane Memorial Concert in Grant Park. The next year, the Jazz Institute of Chicago began to plan its own August festival. This meant that 3 different groups of jazz were presenting concerts at the end of August. The mayor's office of special events proposed that the groups came together to create the Chicago Jazz Festival. It had an Ellington night, a Coltrane night, and 5 other programs organized by the Jazz Institute. 125,000 people came and enjoyed the birth of the most extensive free jazz festival in the world. This year's lineup features Diane Reeves, the Anthony Bruno Quartet, Chico Freeman 100, amongst others. The full lineup can be seen on the Choose Chicago website. Director Antoine Fuqua is facing a lawsuit from one of his former collaborators. The suit alleged that Fuqua failed to credit or compensate the collaborator for their contribution to Equalizer 3. Paul Lozada, the former collaborator, filed complaints for breach of oral contract, implied in fact contract, common counts, and promissory fraud in a 20-page document on Monday in the Los Angeles Superior Court. Lozada allegedly served as a consultant on previous Fuqua films such as Training Day and the first Equalizer. His experience as a former San Francisco police officer allowed him to advise the productions on authentic depictions of law enforcement and crime organizations. Excerpts from alleged text messages between Fuqua and Lozada are featured throughout the suit. These messages feature Lozada trying to reach the Equalizer 3 set in Italy. He was under the impression that he was, quote, part of the team, end quote. Fuqua stopped responding and Lozada later sent a harshly worded message. At this point, Fuqua allegedly said in a message, quote, "Not one thing in Equalizer had anything to do with you. Not one thing. You came to Rome and I wanted you involved somehow. To help you, not me. I have nothing but love and respect for you, Paul. But I don't owe you anything," end quote. Equalizer 3 premiered in theaters this weekend. Representatives for Fuqua and Sony Pictures have yet to comment on the situation. Doja Cat has confirmed the release date for her upcoming album as well as a trailer for the visuals of an upcoming song. On Tuesday, she confirmed that Scarlet, her new album, will be released on September 22nd. The revelation comes after she announced the release of her new song, Demons. The rollout for Scarlet will include the California rapper going on tour. The Scarlet Tour will include Ice Spice and Doechii as opening acts. The tour will make 22 stops, including Las Vegas, Houston, New York, and Miami. The tour will close out on December 13th in Chicago. Actor and rapper KaMillion has signed with Anonymous for representation in all areas. KaMillion currently stars in Interrate's Max comedy series Rap Shit as Mia Knight, a single mother looking to make it as a rapper. She will reprise her role for Season 2, which will premiere in November. She starred in Star, When Love Kills, the Felicia Blakely story, and The Quad. KaMillion is also known as a rapper and singer-songwriter. Her song Twerk For Me went viral and received more than 1 billion hits in 6 months on TikTok. She released her second EP, Self-Made, in May 2022. Her single Fine Ass served as the opening theme song for the 2nd season of a Black Lady sketch show. She also had a stint on the 3rd season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. The rapper releases music under her own label, Pink Money Music, and completed a national and international tour as an independent artist. KaMillion has written hits for numerous artists, including her debut album. This gave KaMillion a Grammy for Best R&B Album. She continues to be represented by UTA and Feig Finkel. Love and Hip Hop stars Mena, Zell Swag, and Bambi Richardson were arrested following a club brawl. Atlanta police responded to Luca Lounge in the Buckhead neighborhood at approximately 11:40 p.m. When police arrived, they saw 3 people in a physical altercation with security guards at the club. One of the officers attempted to defuse the situation, but the trio got aggressive with him. Eventually, the police were able to escort the group from the business and they were subsequently arrested. The trio was reportedly asked several times to leave the lounge prior to the physical incident. They were all charged with willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Mena and Zell were also charged with simple battery against a police officer. The 3 reality stars, along with their friend, were sent to Fulton County Jail. Longtime CNN journalist Chloe Millis is the latest to exit the network. According to Page 6, she's moving on to NBC News. There she will appear as an entertainment correspondent on NBC's TV and digital platforms, as well as MSNBC. Millis joined CNN in 2016 and leaves amid the fallout from the drama surrounding the ousted network bosses Jeff Zucker and Chris Licht. Speaking of the ousted bosses, Licht was spotted at a luxury safari in Africa. He was fired after a year as the chief executive and chairman of CNN. His reign featured layoffs, shrinking profits, low ratings, the firing of 2 anchors, and low employee morale. Following his firing, Licht was seen with Nancy Pelosi at Manhattan's Polo Bar. In July, he was seen at Becco in the theater district as presidential candidate Chris Christie. Licht has been spending his time at the safari ever since. Writer-director Zayn Akyol recently released Rojek, a documentary tracing the rise and fall of the Islamic State. The documentary follows the personal stories of its members and their wives in prison camp. Canada picked the documentary to represent the country in the 2024 Best International Feature Film race. 28 films were submitted for consideration, and Rojek emerged as the winner in a vote determined by a pan-Canadian committee of industry organizations and guilds. Rojek features a mix of Arabic, English, French, and Kurdish languages. It opened in Canadian theaters January 20th after making its rounds at festivals. Liam Payne announced that he's postponing his South American tour. The ex-One Direction member revealed that he was hospitalized due to a kidney infection. The singer revealed the news in an Instagram video.
Hey guys, this really is the last news I wanted to be telling you, but basically I've been a little bit unwell recently, and I ended up in hospital with a bad kidney infection. We started rehearsals, and I've just been advised that now's really not the right time to be out on the road trying to recover from this. I've got the best people around me at home trying to help me recover as we speak. But yeah, we're going to have to reschedule the tour. Please look out for ways to refund your tickets. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Hopefully we'll put on an even bigger, better show. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Payne said he would refund the tickets to those who purchased them. The tour was tied to his LP1 album. It would have visited Peru, Mexico City, Brazil, Colombia, Chile, and Argentina. The tour was scheduled from September 1st until September 12th.